Hey Zoe, I just wanted to let you know that I submitted the marriage registration with Dad today. It was just accepted at the City Hall. Let's get along as a family from now on.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's true. So you're officially my mother now?
You don't sound very excited. Is everything okay? I thought you'd be happy about this. We've been getting along so well lately, and I was really looking forward to making it official.
It's fine. I'm just a bit overwhelmed, I guess. It's a big change, you know?
I understand. It's a big change for all of us, but I'm really looking forward to being a family. I've always wanted a daughter, and you're such a wonderful girl. I hope we can grow closer and create many happy memories together.
Sure. Whatever you say. It's not like I have a choice in the matter anyway.
Zoe, honey, of course you have a choice. Your feelings are important to me. I want us to be close because we want to be, not because we have to be. Is there something specific bothering you about this?
No, it's nothing. Can we just drop it?
How about we all have dinner tonight to celebrate? If you'd like, I can come pick you up from school right now. It ends soon, right? We could even go shopping for a new outfit for you before dinner. What do you say?
Huh? Just because you're my new mother now, you're coming to pick me up already? That's annoying. I don't want my friends to see you. And, there's no way I can have a meal with you. Why should I have to eat with some old lady?
Zoe, what's wrong? You've never spoken to me like this before. I thought we had a good relationship. Did something happen at school today?
Nothing's wrong. I'm just being honest for once. I'm tired of pretending.
What do you mean? Pretending? Zoe, I'm confused. We've always gotten along so well. What changed?
Whatever. I want to eat sushi with my friends today, so you better send me $100 through Venmo. That's what mothers do, right? They provide for their children.
What's wrong, Zoe? Your tone is different from usual, and you're being so cold to me. This isn't like you at all. Can't we discuss this?
I don't need to act like a good girl in front of you anymore. Now that you've married Dad, we've got what we wanted. Thanks for so mindlessly becoming my mother. It was easier than I thought.
Act? What are you talking about, Zoe? I thought we were getting along so well. All those times we spent together, shopping, cooking, watching movies, were those all just an act?
Yes, it was all just a show. A performance worthy of an Oscar, don't you think?
But you were acting so loving to me before. What do you mean it was all an act? Why would you do something like that? I don't understand, Zoe. I thought we had a real connection.
Dad asked me to. He said he really wanted to remarry, so I decided to cooperate as his daughter. Plus, he promised me $1,000 if he could get married, so I put my all into playing the role of the sweet high school girl you like. It wasn't that hard, really. You're pretty gullible.
I can't believe this. All those times we spent together, all those conversations we had, they meant nothing to you?
They meant $1,000 to me. That's something, right? I'd say that's a pretty good payday for a few months of pretending to like you.
Zoe, please. This isn't like you. What's really going on? Are you upset about something? Did I do something to hurt you? Please talk to me. We can work this out.
And what's going on is that I'm done pretending. Get used to it. This is the real me, Olivia. Sorry if it doesn't live up to your fantasies of the perfect stepdaughter. With $1,000, I can finally buy the designer wallet. Now I can match with my friends. It's all thanks to you, really, so I guess I should say thank you, right? And thanks for being so easy to fool.
I can't believe this. Was it really all just an act? I was looking forward so much to becoming your mother.
I was really looking forward to becoming my mother, too. To think we'd get such an oblivious and convenient ATM. From now on, make sure to spoil me lots, okay? That's what stepmothers are for, right?
What? ATM? Zoe, I'm not just a source of money. I'm a person with feelings, and I care about you. I want to be a real mother to you, not just someone who buys you things.
I'm not looking for any motherly love from you. All I expect from you is money. Oh, and of course, the housework is naturally your job too. And that's why Dad married you after all, to take care of us.
Zoe, this isn't funny. I know becoming a blended family can be difficult, but we can work through this together. Please, let's sit down and have an honest conversation.
Nothing's bothering me. I'm just telling you how things are going to be from now on. It's pretty simple, really. You give us money and take care of the house, and we'll let you stay married to Dad. Everybody wins, right?
What's with that? You've been thinking of me like this all along, as nothing more than a maid and a bank account?
Yup. Besides, once you're married, it's not easy to get a divorce. Let's get along as a family from now on, ATM lady. It'll be easier for everyone if you just accept your role.
Stop calling me that. I'm not an ATM, I'm your stepmother. I wanted us to be close, to support each other. How can you be so cruel?
Same thing in my book. Now, about that $100, I'm still waiting for you to transfer it. My friends are getting impatient.
I'm not sending you money just because you demand it. We need to talk about this behavior.
Talk? There's nothing to talk about. Just send the money. That's all you're good for anyway.
No, Zoe. This isn't how families treat each other. I won't enable this behavior.
Fine. I'll just ask Dad then. He always gives me what I want.
Marcus, what's going on here? Our marriage isn't just about money, right? You wanted to become a family with me. That's why you proposed, isn't it? Please tell me this is all a misunderstanding.
Huh, of course. It was all about the money from the start. How do you even become family for that? I just got a message from my daughter. Looks like she spilled the beans already. Sorry about that, I guess. We were hoping to keep the charade going a bit longer.
Marcus? Not you, too. You can't be serious. All those romantic dates, the heartfelt conversations, the plans we made for our future. Please tell me this is some kind of sick joke.
No joke, Olivia. Just the truth. Sorry if it hurts, but that's life. You should be flattered, really. We put on quite a show for you.
I'm so shocked by everything I've just heard. I can barely think straight. Our marriage was just for money? And both you and Zoe are acting completely different from before, like you're entirely different people. What happened to the loving man I fell in love with?
Come on, think about it rationally. Who'd fall for an old lady like you? If it wasn't for the money, I wouldn't have gone after you in the first place. You're not exactly in your prime, you know?
What did you say? How can you be so cruel? I thought we had a genuine connection. We talked about growing old together, about building a life. Was that all just empty words to you?
You heard me. You're not exactly a catch, Olivia. But your bank account? Now that's attractive. It's nothing personal, really. Just business.
I can't believe you're saying this to me. After everything we've been through.
Everything we've been through was just a means to an end. And now we've reached that end. Sorry if that burst your bubble, but it's time to face reality. But I have to say, my plan was spot on. Treat an expired woman nicely, and she falls for you right away. It only took a year from our first meeting to our marriage. I scored a woman who can pitch in and take care of my child, finally. It's hard being financially stable as a single father, you know? You should be proud. You played your part perfectly.
So you really did approach me just for my money. You told me you loved me so much that I was your soulmate. Were all those words just to marry me? What about the night you proposed? You said it was the happiest moment of your life.
Bingo! Give the lady a prize. Though I guess you've already given yourself the prize by marrying me, huh? And yeah, it was the happiest moment of my life, because I knew I'd finally secured my meat ticket.
This is cruel, Marcus. How could you play with my feelings like this? I thought we were building a life together.
My taste in women was completely different from you. I wouldn't fall for an old hag like you in a million years. But I couldn't afford to be picky. After I divorced my ex-wife and got custody of Zoe, I realized how tough work raising a kid is. Most importantly, Zoe wants to go to college right after graduating her senior year. But but I can't afford the tuition. That's when I thought of it. If I can find a mother who will support her, problem solved.
To approach me for such a reason, you really do think of me as nothing but a bank account. I can't believe I fell for your act.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. You're also a maid and a cook. That's 3 services in one. Pretty good deal if you ask me.
This isn't funny, Marcus. I trusted you. I loved you. I was ready to spend the rest of my life with you.
And that made you the perfect target. Trusting, loving, most importantly, loaded. It's nothing personal, Olivia. Just how the world works. Strong prey on the weak. Smart take advantage of the naive. Don't take it so hard.
I can't believe I fell for this. I should have seen the signs. The way you always let me pay for everything. How you were always talking about my job and my savings. I was such a fool.
But Zoe, didn't you say you wanted to support our family after we got married? You were so eager to help out, remember?
Well, you said you were having a tough time, right? I mean, your ex-wife ran off with your new partner and divorced you. You were struggling as a single father all this time, and you wanted someone to help. I thought I was doing the right thing, supporting the man I loved.
Exactly. You should have known what you were getting into. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. The deal's done. We're married and you're stuck with us. Might as well make the best of it, right?
I can't believe this is happening. I feel like I'm in a nightmare.
Sorry, honey. This is as real as it gets. Now, let's talk about something more important. Please do help us with that economic power of yours. Working for a big company with an annual income of $150,000, right? We're counting on you. Zoe's got her eye on some expensive colleges, you know.
How can you be so callous about this? Don't you have any conscience at all?
Conscience doesn't pay the bills, Olivia. But you do. That's all that matters in the end. Now, how about we discuss your contribution to Zoe's college fund?
This is insane. I want a divorce right now. I can't stay in this sham of a marriage for one more minute.
Well. Do you really think that's a good idea? Should we split up right after getting married today? Your parents would be so sad, wouldn't they? Your parents at the marriage meeting were hilarious. They were crying with joy, saying they thought their daughter would never get married, and how happy they were to have such a cute grandchild. Man, they'd be so disappointed if you got divorced now. Can you imagine their faces?
Don't bring my parents into this. They have nothing to do with your schemes. They were so happy for me, so proud. How could you use their love against me like this?
Oh, but they have everything to do with keeping you in line. You wouldn't want to disappoint them, would you?
That's emotional blackmail, Marcus. It won't work. I'd rather face their disappointment than live in this lie for one more day.
Same goes for your friends. They all congratulated you so much, and now you're already splitting up with me? Just a matter of you signing some papers. But if you divorce now, what would people think? A selfish, self-centered woman who couldn't even keep her marriage going for a year? Look at yourself. You're beyond lucky to find someone who wants to marry you at that age. If we start spreading stories around, you'll be known as that wicked witch. Is that what you want?
What kind of stories are you planning to spread? More lies? Haven't you done enough damage already?
How about we spread the word that you turned cold and mean to your stepchild as soon as you got married? That you're the worst mom who never stops bullying Zoe. People love a good scandal, you know? Especially when it involves a seemingly perfect family falling apart.
But that's all just lies. You can't possibly think people would believe such blatant falsehoods.
In the end, who do you think people will believe? The poor single father and his heartbroken daughter? Or the cold-hearted career woman who abandoned them? It's all about perception, Olivia. And we're very good at managing perceptions.
You're the worst. Threatening me to prevent me from divorcing you?
I prefer to think of it as protecting my investment. We just got married, so let's try to get along. Formally, you're part of our family now. If you be a good mother, I'll be a good husband too. It's not so bad, is it? You get a family, we get financial security. Everyone wins.
A good husband? After everything you've done, how can you even suggest that?
Hey, I can be very loving when there's something in it for me. Just keep the money flowing, and I'll be the best husband you can ask for. I'll even throw in some compliments and affection for free. What do you say?
This is disgusting. I need some time to think. I can't process all of this right now.
Take all the time you need. Just remember, the clock is ticking on those tuition payments. Zoe's future is in your hands now, Olivia. Don't let her down.
Hey, ATM lady, I need some cash.
Zoe, please stop calling me that. And I told you, I'm not just going to give you money whenever you ask. That's not how this works.
I need $50,000 in cash.
What? $50,000? That's an enormous amount of money. What could you possibly need that much for?
I got accepted into a private university, and I need to pay the enrollment fee this week. It's no big deal, right? Just a drop in the bucket for you.
You got into a private university? Wait a minute, Zoe. Didn't you say before that you were going to a state university? Don't you want to go to the same place as your friends? We talked about this just a few weeks ago.
Well, the state university is harder to get into, and I just got tired of studying, you know? My friends said they're going to a private university too, so I thought I'd do the same. I just went ahead and took the entrance exam. It was a super easy university where you just need to write your name to get in. It was a breeze. So, prepare the $50,000 for tuition, okay?
You should have at least consulted me, your mother.
As if I'd consult with you. You're not even my real mother. You're just the ATM, remember? Your job is to pay, not to have opinions.
Even so, I'm formally your stepmother. So let's calm down and talk about this. I don't think it's good to decide on your future so easily. And I can't just prepare $50,000 out of nowhere. That's a significant amount of money that requires planning and budgeting.
Shut up, you hag. Just listen to what I say without talking back. Go and withdraw $50,000 quickly. Got it? Or do I need to spell it out for you?
That is not how this works. I'm not an ATM. I'm a person. And I'm trying to be a parent to you, even if you don't want me to be.
Whatever, just get me the money. I don't need your advice or your parenting. I just need your cash.
No, Zoe. Not until we sit down and have a proper conversation about your future and your behavior. This attitude of yours is unacceptable.
Fine. I'll just ask Dad then. He always comes through. He knows how to treat his daughter right.
Marcus, we need to talk about Zoe's university plans and her recent behavior. Did you know about this private university situation?
What's there to talk about? The girl wants to go to a private university, let her go. You're paying anyway, right? That's what you're here for, after all.
That's not the point. We should be making these decisions as a family, considering what's best for Zoe's future. This isn't just about money.
Best for Zoe's future is whatever makes her happy. And right now, that's a private university education that I don't have to pay for. Sounds like a win-win to me. Why are you making such a fuss about it?
This is serious, Marcus. We can't just let her make such important decisions on a whim. Her future is at stake here. Don't you care about that at all?
Sure we can. That's what you're here for, remember? Make our lives easier. To provide opportunities we couldn't afford before. Isn't that what you wanted? Be a good mother?
This is not how a family functions, Marcus. We need to set some boundaries and have some serious discussions. About Zoe's future, about our relationships, about everything.
Boundaries? The only boundary I'm interested in is the one between your bank account and ours. And I like to see that one come down. Come on, Olivia. Don't be so uptight about this.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I need some time to think about all of this. This isn't what I signed up for when I married you.
Take all the time you need. Make sure that $50,000 is ready by the end of the week. Zoe's got a bright future ahead of her. And you wouldn't want to stand in the way of that, would you?
Not bad, Olivia. You already have it prepared for me. Well then, I'll be taking this $50,000 for the enrollment fee.
Already? Where are you taking the money from? I didn't prepare any money for you.
The $50,000 that was in the living room, it was ready as soon as I got back from school. You're finally getting the hang of being an ATM, huh? I I knew you'd come around eventually.
In the living room? Wait, Zoe, that money isn't for you. You can't just take it.
Oh, well, once I become a college student, I guess the ATM lady will have served her purpose. Then you won't be needed in this house anymore. The annoying old lady can be discarded. Oh, and thanks for the college money. You've served your purpose, ATM lady. You can leave now.
That's not your money. Hey, put that money back in the living room right now. That must be the settlement money your father is supposed to pay. He probably withdrew it once and left it there. It's not for you, Zoe.
Huh? What are you talking about? What settlement money?
The money your father owes his ex-wife. Zoe, there's a lot you don't know about the situation. Things aren't as simple as you think they are.
What's about this alimony? Isn't alimony something that the person being sued pays?
You know quite a bit. Actually, Marcus is being sued by his ex-wife. I heard she's demanding about $50,000 in alimony, so I guess that money is what he prepared. It's not for your tuition, Zoe.
Huh? Why is Dad being sued? And what's happening with my mom? This doesn't make any sense.
It's because you two damaged the ex-wife's reputation. The $50,000 alimony is the consequence of your actions. Your mother is seeking compensation for the harm you and your father caused her.
What? I heard the reason for the divorce was the wife's affair and elopement. That's what Dad told me. That's what everyone knows.
But it all seems that was all a lie. In fact, it was Marcus who had the affair, and apparently you sided with him, Zoe. You helped spread those lies about your mother.
What? No, that can't be true. Dad wouldn't do that. He wouldn't lie to me like that. And I didn't know.
I'm afraid he would, and he did. He's been lying to both of us, Zoe. To everyone, it seems.
But why would he lie about that? It doesn't make any sense. Why would Dad do something like that?
To make himself look like the victim, I suppose. To gain sympathy from others, including me. It was all part of his plan, Zoe. To manipulate people's feelings and get what he wanted.
How do you know all this? Did Dad tell you?
I got a direct message from the ex-wife explaining everything. She said the dishonorable story was spreading and she wanted help. She reached out to me because she knew I was involved with your father.
She contacted you. Why would she do that? Why didn't she talk to me?
Because she's been hurt by the lies you and your father have been spreading. She wanted to set the record straight. And maybe she thought you wouldn't believe her after everything that's happened.
I don't know what to think. This is all so confusing. Everything I thought I knew.
I know it's a lot to take in, Zoe, but it's important that you know the truth. Your mother isn't the person your father made her out to be.
So, you're saying that Dad cheated on Mom? And then lied about it to everyone? Even to me?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And it seems you were involved in spreading those lies, whether you knew the truth or not. You played a part in the Zoe, even if you didn't realize it at the time.
I just said what Dad told me to say. I didn't know. I thought I was defending him, protecting our family.
I understand. But those words had consequences, Zoe. Real, serious consequences for your mother. She suffered a lot because of these lies.
And you told Mom everything?
Yes, and it seems that became decisive evidence. She was happy that she could now sue him.
So did she really sue Dad? We just exaggerated the story a bit when telling everyone. It's cruel to sue someone over that. I mean, it was just words, right?
Zoe, you need to understand that what you and your father did wasn't just exaggerating. You spread harmful lies that seriously impacted your mother's life. Words have power, especially when they're used to destroy someone's reputation.
But still, suing seems extreme. Couldn't she just tell people the truth?
Apparently, she suffered quite a bit because of your lies. The dishonorable rumors caused problems with her friends and family. The rumors even spread at her company, affecting her career prospects. It's not easy to undo that kind of damage, Zoe.
I didn't know it was caused so much trouble. We were just trying to... I don't even know anymore.
To what, Zoe? To make your father look good at the expense of your mother's reputation? To justify his actions and paint her as the villain?
But still, $50,000 in alimony seems excessive. It's just money for some rumors. How can that be fair?
Whether it's excessive or not is for the victim to decide. You wouldn't like it if people spread false rumors about you either, Zoe. For example, if someone said you had 0 friends and were always alone at school.
Huh? Why did you suddenly? What are you talking about?
Or that you chose a private university because your friends who cut ties with you told you not to come to the same college. Oh, sorry. That wasn't a lie. It was the truth, wasn't it?
What are you talking about? That's not true at all. I have friends. I'm popular at school.
It isn't. I've heard some things that suggest otherwise, Zoe. Things that paint a very different picture of your social life.
That's not true at all. Don't spread random lies. I have lots of close friends at school. We hang out all the time. That's why I need money for sushi, remember?
Do you really, Zoe? Because that's not what I've been told. The school has a very different impression of your social situation.
What do you mean? Who told you anything about my friends? Have you been spying on me or something?
I got a call from your high school principal. He said he's worried because your teachers have reported that you've been isolated in class for a long time and asked how you were doing at home. They're concerned about you, Zoe.
The school called you? But why would they do that? They have no right to discuss my personal life with you.
Because they're concerned about you, Zoe. And frankly, so am I. Your behavior lately, the sudden change in university plans, it all makes sense now.
There's nothing to be concerned about. I'm fine. My social life is none of your business.
Are you? Because I heard you were bragging at school about kicking out the ex-wife from your family. About how you looked down on your mother daily and even sided with your cheating father. Your friends were disgusted by your behavior, Zoe. They quickly cut ties with you. Is that why you suddenly want to go to a different university?
That's not true. You're lying. You don't know anything about my life at school.
Am I? Then why did you suddenly decide to go to a private university instead of the state one you and your friends were planning on? The one you were so excited about just a few weeks ago.
I told you, I just changed my mind. It has nothing to do with my friends.
You were close friends and promised to go to the same university, but they told you not to come to the same school. That's why you hurriedly escaped to a private university, right? You're running away from the consequences of your actions.
No, that's not. I mean, you don't understand anything. You're just making assumptions.
I think I understand more than you realize, Zoe. You've been caught in your father's web of lies, and it's cost you more than just money. It's cost you your friendships, your reputation, and your relationship with your mother.
Shut up. You don't know anything about me or my dad. You're just jealous because we have a good relationship and you're an outsider.
I know enough to see that you're both hurting people, including yourselves. This has to stop, Zoe. The lies, the manipulation, all of it. It's time to face the truth.
Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about this anymore. You're not my real mother. You can't tell me what to do.
You're free to run wherever you want, I suppose. But anyway, the $50,000 is alimony that the ex-wife will receive. It's not your money, so leave it alone. It's meant to repair some of the damage you and your father caused.
But what about my university tuition? I need that money. You can't just take it away from me.
That's something you'll need to discuss with your father. I'm not going to be your ATM anymore, Zoe. It's time for you to take responsibility for your actions and your future.
You can't do this. You're supposed to be my mother now. You're supposed to take care of me.
A mother who you've treated like nothing more than a bank account. I think it's time for both you and your father to face the consequences of your actions.
Hey, what's this divorce paper? Don't send such things to my company. It's embarrassing.
I had no choice because you wouldn't accept it if I handed it to you directly. Sign it quickly and prepare my alimony too. I won't be manipulated by you any longer.
What's wrong with you people? My ex-wife is demanding alimony, and now you're asking for alimony with a divorce? The timing couldn't be worse. Can't you see I'm in a difficult situation here?
Isn't it better to get it all sorted out at once? Oh, and it seems Zoe decided to enroll in a private university on her own. The tuition will be about $50,000, so as her father, you should pay for it. I'm divorcing you, so it's none of my business anymore.
$50,000? Hey, Olivia, let's not get divorced. I'll treasure you from now on. We've been living as a family for several months now, and I've grown fond of you. I really do like you now. Can't we work this out?
You're so used to lying without batting an eye. I don't believe anything you say anymore. How can you switch from treating me like an ATM to professing your love so easily?
Don't say that. Besides, you don't want to get divorced in less than a year, right? Your parents and friends would surely be sad. Think about the scandal, the gossip. Is that what you want?
I've realized something. My parents and friends truly wish for my happiness, so I'm sure they'll support me even if I get divorced. They'll understand once they know the truth about you.
Then I'll spread some rumors, like how you were treating my daughter terribly, or that the divorce is your fault. Your reputation will be ruined. You don't want that, do you?
Oh, you want to be sued for defamation again? Another lawsuit for the same reason? I wonder if I could demand double the amount from you for being so malicious. Haven't you learned your lesson yet, Marcus?
No, I'm kidding. That was just a joke. Please don't sue me. I can't afford another lawsuit. Come on, Olivia. Can we talk about this?
Then hurry up and sign the divorce papers. And I want alimony for treating me like an ATM and making a fool of me. I was deeply hurt by your actions and suffered emotional distress. You'll take responsibility for that.
This is ridiculous. You can't just demand money from me like this. I'm barely keeping afloat as it is.
Can't I? Isn't that exactly what you and Zoe have been doing to me this whole time? It's time for you to face the consequences of your actions, Marcus.
That's different. We're family. Family helps each other out, right?
Family? Is that what you call this arrangement? Because from where I'm standing, it looks a lot more like fraud. You manipulated my feelings, lied to me, and used me for my money. That's not family, Marcus.
You're overreacting. We can work this out. Just give me some time to figure things out. I'll make it up to you, I promise.
The time for figuring things out is over, Marcus. It's time to face the consequences of your actions. Sign the papers and let's end this charade once and for all.
I heard from Dad. Are you really going through with the divorce? Then who's going to pay for my college tuition? You can't just abandon us like this.
Your father, of course. He's the only family you have left now. It's his responsibility as a parent to provide for your education.
That's impossible. Dad just told me he can't pay for it, so I need to give up on the university. You can't let this happen, Olivia.
Oh, is that so? That's a shame after you got accepted. And here you were thinking you'd have a start in college and make new friends. I guess things don't always work out the way we plan.
I absolutely refuse to give up on college and just get a job right out of high school. My memories in high school were ruined by my friends, so I need to make up for it. You have to help me.
Well, then you'll have to work hard and get a scholarship. You can't rely on your father. You'll have to do your best on your own. It's time for you to take responsibility for your life, Zoe.
A scholarship is just debt. It's the worst thing for a parent to make a teenager take on student loans. How can you be so cruel?
Well, I'm not your parent anymore. Remember? You made that very clear.
Huh? What do you mean?
If you have complaints, tell your beloved dad. It has nothing to do with me anymore. I'm just the ATM lady, remember? And this ATM is closed for business.
Don't say that. Help me. You became my mother once. Isn't it terrible for a mother to abandon her daughter like this? Where's your sense of responsibility?
And then let me ask you this. Did you ever once think of me as your mother?
Huh? Of course not. From the start, you were just the ATM lady. But that doesn't mean you can just abandon me now.
Then how could I possibly think of such a child as my daughter? That's why I can't bring myself to help you. Well then, from now on, do your best with just your father. It's time for you to face reality, Zoe.
Wait, you can't just leave us like this. What are we supposed to do? You can't just walk away from your responsibilities.
That's for you and your father to figure out. I suggest you start by being honest with each other and with yourselves. It's time to stop the lies and manipulations.
But we need you. I need you. Please, Olivia, don't do this.
You should have thought of that before you decided to treat me like an ATM. Actions have consequences, Zoe. It's time you learn that. This is an important life lesson for you. Shortly after that, I packed my bags and left the house. Then, through a lawyer, I demanded a divorce again, and it was quickly finalized. As a precaution, I made them sign a pledge stating that if they spread any rumors or lies to third parties that would disadvantage me even once, I would demand $50,000 in damages. So, I'm at ease for now. It's time for me to start a new chapter in my life, free from their manipulation and lies. As for Zoe after that, I heard she had to give up on going to university. She's trying hard to make up with the friends who cut ties with her, but when they heard about the divorce again, they suspected, did you and your father mistreat your mother again? Even when she tried to explain, they wouldn't listen. And I hear she's still spending her days alone.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.